Yo, what's up, guys? So I just want to talk about something really quick that happened. I'm gonna try my best to not make this a drawn out video, but yeah, I just want to touch base, and then I'll probably break it off, right? Because this segues into like another thing that I want to talk about, but I'll break that up into a different video so this one's not too long and annoying. But anyway, so I was driving to work. I picked my guy up. I work with an individual. He has, he has autism, and I work in that population. So he actually works. So after I picked him up, I was driving him to his job. And I was at a stoplight. From that stoplight to the next road where this guy ends up turning off, I would say is probably about 20 seconds of driving, right? And we're going like 40 miles an hour. But I'm at a light, and we have some music on, and my guy likes to sit in the passenger seat with the window open, right? And so we're chilling there, and this dude pulls up to the light, and I'm talking to my guy, so I'm looking over here, and we're having a conversation, and I can see out the window the dude's looking in at us, right? And it's not even like he's just like looking, whatever, like I don't care, like people need to chill out with fucking people looking at them and getting pissed, but this is literally what this is about. So he's looking at me, and like I notice he's looking at me, but I'm still talking. But now it's like he's just like staring. And so like I'm saying, I think it's funny, and I don't know why he's looking at me. Maybe he's got a question. So I'm looking back at him, just staring at him. I don't say anything, and I'm waiting for him to acknowledge me, and then maybe something would happen. So then he sees me staring, so now we're just having like this dumbass like staring competition, which is kind of funny. And so like this, and then the light turns green, right? So I don't know, maybe it was like a 10-second stare down. Nothing happened though. So the light turns green, so I turn to go, and as I turn, the guy starts like cursing at me, yelling at me or whatever. So I just laugh at him, and then I keep driving, right? So now apparently I bruised this dude's ego, because when you're trying to be a hard ass, those are the dudes who are the most sensitive, because they catch feelings over the most dumb shit like that. So now I see, every time I have any type of issue with anybody, I'm a very aware person, so I always look in my mirror just to see what it is, just for precaution, right? So I look in my mirror, and I see this dude, he rolls his window down, and now he fucking speeds up right next to me. So now he's driving next to me, right? We're neck and neck, and he's got his window down. He's fucking looking at me. Yo, you want to fucking do something? You want to do something? And I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? I was like, dude, what? You want to do something about that? I said, bro, you came up to me at a light. I said, you're staring at me. I said, I don't know why you're looking at me, so I was staring back at you. I said, so then he gets pissed at me, right? And he pulls out a gun, right? And he's sitting there waving his fucking gun at me. And he's like, yo, man, he's like, you can't fucking play with everybody. You can't play with everybody. So I look at him, I'm like, dude, who the fuck is playing with you? I said, nobody's playing any games. I said, you're the one who's trying to play games right now. I said, you pulled up and you were looking at me at a light. I said, nobody started shit. I said, you're the one who wants to do something right now. So then now we're pulling up, and we're pulling up to like another light, but the light's green, right? And he gets pissed, he puts a gun down, and then he pulls off, and then he turns off the road. So that was the end of that, right? So, he never pointed it at me, but still, like, what the fuck are you doing? Right? So one, I wanted to describe that just straightforward, right? As that, for one, to make a couple points. One, there's no reason when you're describing a situation, and you'll see the fucking news and shit do this all the time, they always attribute a skin color or an ethnicity or nationality to an action, right? That's like subliminal messaging. It's kind of like brainwashing you in a way, because now that's how like stereotypes, like you feed a stereotype, and some stereotypes happen off of people like doing fear, right? And you should never stereotype somebody, because if I was that type of person, I could stereotype this guy because this dude was a black dude, right? But I'm not fucking ignorant like that, and I know that every fucking black dude's not a piece of shit like this guy, right? I have a lot of fucking black friends. It's not like that, so for me to do that, but what if I was that person, right? Now, yes, the fault falls on me too, because I'm being that ignorant ass person to be like, oh, a black guy did this, so now I'm gonna fucking blame every other black dude. But as the fucking black dude yourself, think about the harm you're doing to this, and how you're perpetuating that stereotype going forward. How you're hurting the image of other black people around you and other black people in general, right? Because now here you're putting that same example, that stereotype that you don't like people to think of, you are being that stereotype in real fucking life, right? So there is a premise of that happening, but there's pieces of shit everywhere, right? So we shouldn't take that to go forward. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, there's no reason for you to attribute a skin color to a person's actions. The only reason that you need to attribute any skin color is through a description of a person. Not the description of their actions, describing an actual appearance of a person, right? Like if a crime happened and you don't have this dude caught and you're trying to describe what this dude looks like, okay, makes sense. But if you have this motherfucker caught already, or in a general situation, even if it's not a crime, you're just talking about a person, you're talking about an experience. There's no reason to do that. One, it makes you look a little racist. And two, you're perpetuating the idea that these negative actions are attributed to this person because of their skin color. And that's bullshit. You know that's bullshit. There's assholes everywhere, in every religion, in every fucking country, of every fucking nationality, ethnicity, there's assholes. Asshole does not have a skin color. Asshole is an action, and an asshole's an asshole. That's it. Period. So, let's stop doing that shit. If you're gonna describe, if you're talking about something with somebody, just say, yo, there was this guy, there was this person, this girl. That's it. That's it. We don't. You don't need to go further than that. Just say there was this asshole who did this. That's it. I promise you, it will do wonders for yourself. You'll start to see your brain kind of change a little bit in how you're doing shit. You might not even think that you might not even think that you do this, or that, you know, subliminally that you are connecting people with different shit, or you might feel differently when you see different people. You might not even notice that you're doing it. But I promise you, if you take note and you change the way that you handle when you're talking about people and actions and stuff like that, it'll definitely do justice for you, and it'll help the world afterwards, because you're now putting that type of vibe out there. This equal, neutral vibe where you're just talking about a person, as an individual person, and that's it. Because we don't see shit anymore as people being held accountable for the individual person. We see everybody being fucking grouped together and lumped together, and we're seeing now in fucking 2019 the most ridiculous shit going on, where everybody's a part of a group, and we have all these it's kind of like voluntarily segregating ourselves in a way, where we have all these different groups, and this is where we identify, and this is where we talk with these groups. Like, I get it for connecting with people who are maybe going through similar struggles with you, or you can connect with people that are vibing the same as you, but that doesn't need to be your fucking life as this is my identity. No, that's just to help you connect, to get some type of networking going. That's it. But yeah, so anyway, before I make it too long, you know, ridiculous. You need to fucking chill out, right? And I gotta say, I'm not impressed with people, right? Like, when, you know, there's this idea that it's fucking cool to fucking have gun talk, to do this, to do that, to want to fucking, you know, listen to all this bullshit rap music about fucking killing people and all this shit. But like, I'm sorry, to me, I'm not impressed. Yeah, guns are fucking dangerous, and a gun can fucking take anybody out. It can blow somebody away, right? Little kids fucking play with guns and kill somebody by accident. I'm not impressed when you're somebody who fucking pulls a gun on somebody because you got emotional over something ridiculous. You're more of a fucking man, or you have more balls if you can fucking handle your fucking problem with that person face to face. One, if you handle that shit verbally and squash it like a man face to face, right? And two, if you want to go to some type of physical, you know, situation, have an agreement with that person. You guys can fucking scrap it out. Handle it like that, After the fucking fight's over, you fucking walk away like a man and call it a day. Win or lose, you call it a day. That was your fucking problem, and you squashed it like that. To me, you're more of a man and you have more balls if you could do that, because you're putting more, you're dealing with that situation manning up, right? You had that problem in front of you and you're dealing with it. You're not fucking shooting somebody and running away. You're not stabbing somebody and running away. You're not fucking handling that problem in 2 seconds and dipping out. You're giving that person equal chance, you know? Like, it's just not, it's not cool. It's not cool. You're acting fucking foolish if you want to do that shit. And think about the example you're setting for fucking kids, right? You're setting a shit example. Especially if you're a person coming from a specific area where, you know, shit is pretty bad and it's rough. What are you doing for these kids? Nothing. You're putting this shit out there again, and that's the example you're setting for these kids. So now you're a part of the problem. You're a part of why these kids get sucked into some bullshit. You're a part of the problem to why these kids maybe get killed earlier because they're fucking with some bad shit they shouldn't be fucking with, or they get locked up, right? But I'm going to cut this short, and I'm going to save all of that deeper conversations for another talk. But yeah, I just wanted to share my experience with you, drop a little deep thought, some knowledge in there. I just wanted to talk about it. And like I said, this category, let's talk about it, is for open dialogue. Everybody's got opinions, everybody got emotion in their opinions. I'm trying to be as, you know, as neutral as I can. I'm just talking about experience. It's open dialogue, so people comment in the bottom, right? I'm fine to hear other opinions, and that's what it's about, because somebody might say something that might be able to get me to think of something in a different light that maybe I didn't see. So please comment down the bottom. Let me hear your thoughts on how I talked about it, what my opinions were. Voice your opinions on it, and let's get something going, because the best way for us to make fucking progress and to come together is by talking about it. We share our experiences, we share our struggles. Everybody's got different ones. So much love. Unity is what I'm going for, and let's make some fucking change, right? All right, much love, everybody. I'll talk to you guys later.